Hey guys, man is side. Welcome to yet another new video on this channel. And today we are going to cover a very important topic, that is how to have faster agency growth with the right mindset. This is not to say I'm not going to give you any cheat sheet in this video. It is all about focusing right mindset, and this is not going to be a video where I'm going to talk about bullshit mindset kind of concept that you should have the right mindset or something like that. No, I'm going to give you a scientific approach of how actually you can focus your mindset on the right things to actually grow. Like, you'll be seeing real growth with the existing things that you already have, but you are doing it in maybe a wrong way, right? So if you are ready, then let's start. So now the point number one is, don't focus on multiple activities. And what do I mean by multiple activities? I'm not talking about multitasking, but I'm talking about the entire strategy of your business. So if you are the owner of an agency or a CEO or maybe even a freelancer, right? You actually have to focus on certain specific aspects of your business, not everything on it. You can focus like whole bunch of different tactics. Say for example, you are focusing on 10, 12, 13 different activities in your business, right? And you're trying to like actually grow like from all the aspects of a business. But what you have to do actually is focus on one or two major aspects that actually have the revenue generation like activities on your business. That is client acquisition, team building, and systems, right? So if you want to grow, like focus all your energy on multiple different activities, you will obviously grow in all of those aspects, but a little bit, right? But instead of that, if you actually focus all of your efforts into one or two activities, your growth like in all the areas will not be that much high. But because the main factors are these three or two or three things, right, you will see that the overall growth is even like in terms of revenue, in terms of growth, is even higher than focusing on like growing a lot of different activities, right? So say for example, if you are trying to grow on like say for example how to acquire new skill set, copywriting, then ad copies and video ads, all this stuff as an agency, or say for example as a business owner, you can like focus on building like all these areas, core areas of your business. Or what I actually like tell people to do, and one of my mentors, like they also focus on this type of thing, that is the client acquisition and system building and team building. These are the main three things that you can focus on, and you'll be good enough to actually handle the entire business. Why I'm talking about this? Because like whatever the aspects you have in your business, you can definitely fulfill those, all of those, like whether this is 5, 10, 15, or 100, you can fulfill all of those with these three activities, core activities. Number one is team building, number two is client acquisition and acquiring, and number three is building systems. So whenever you are thinking about increasing productivity, that will be obviously building process. Whenever you are thinking about making a lot more progress faster, that will be on team building, because if the team is working for you, your growth will be faster. And whenever you're thinking about making much more revenue, then obviously it will be client acquisition activities. So these are the three things I always recommend to focus on, right? So let's move on to the next point, that is focusing on the revenue generation activities. So having the focus on the revenue generation activities is very important, that is in the client acquisition. So what you can do is focus on more on lead generation, focus more on having quality leads, focus more on having consistency in leads. So the quality and quantity should be maintained, right? Focus more on lead sourcing, so that you can actually get pre-qualified leads who have the capacity to sign you or your agency, right? So focusing more on client like revenue generation activities is very important, right? That is one core area that can actually give you a massive boost. Like I've seen a lot of agencies going from 0 to 10, 20k within a year, and then 50, 60k in 2 years. And even I have seen some agencies growing like 0 to 100, 200k in only one single year, right? The difference is the first agency tried to like focus on a lot of factors, right? That obviously is good, but that is not necessarily be fast. But the second agency, they try to focus on the revenue generation activities that give them a massive boost in terms of revenue, and with that money they actually focus on team building, focus on business building systems, and that thing give them the leverage, right? Even faster growth, right? So always try to focus on the revenue generation activities. Next is you have to focus on team building. Again, team building is very important because it is like success is all about the game of multiplication. So if you are working on your business for 6 hours, right, you can actually gain a lot of like clients, you can gain a lot of revenue, right? But if you can work 30 40 hours a single day, then think that how much your progress will be. It will be like 10 20x working alone, and that is where team building comes up, right? When you are handling your social media, when you are handling your content marketing, when you are handling your lead generation, all of the process by yourself, right? You cannot focus really on the very core activities, right? As an owner or as a CEO, you should be focusing on the core activities. Like you should not be working inside the business, you should be working on the business, right? And there comes the importance of team building. If you have a team of, say for example, appointment setters, sales closers, if you have a team of video editors, copywriters, content marketers, not on the like very early days, you cannot afford a lot of people, right? So maybe you have to hire at least one appointment setter or maximum another sales rep, right? But when you actually start generating the revenue, the money like flows in, you should be focusing, like not focusing on the like keeping the money on your bank or on your pocket, rather investing on your business in terms of hiring more people, right? Obviously hiring good people is very important, right? But few like the key to hiring is firing, right? So you don't have to attach too much emotionally with who you hire, or they should not be like perfect, right? So because nobody's perfect, so you should hire more like often, right? If you are not getting good people, right, hire more often. Try to like not to judge them with their, what you say, like skill factor on a very early basis, because skills can be taught, but focus on their behavior, focus on their attitude factor, right? If they are good for your agency culture, then just teach them the system that you follow, the process that you follow, and they will eventually giving you results. So how you actually double down your agency real quick? You have one media buyer, just shift it to two. You double down your agency. If you have like, say for example, sales rep who is like one appointment setter who is generating 15 to 20 leads a month, have two appointment setter and generate 20 to 40 leads a month, and you real quick double your like revenue. If you have one sales rep closing like 5 deals a month, have two sales reps, and it will be just doubling your revenue, right? So secret behind growth is really simple: having a good team and doubling down what is working, right, in your business. So that is one thing. And again, last point I want to mention is building systems. I cannot stress enough, this is one thing that actually differentiates like an agency who is doing $10,000-$20,000 per month to with an agency who is doing 20 30 40 $50,000 a month, and with another agency of doing 100,000 a month, and another agency of $1 million a month. So if you are having a system of $10,000 per month, you cannot earn $50,000. If you're having a $50,000 system, you cannot earn 100,000. So there is a big difference between the systems of a $10,000 agency with an $100,000 agency, and with a $100,000 agency with $1 million agency, right? So you cannot predictably, like you cannot expect that if you have a system of $10,000 agency, you are having like you will be getting $100,000 reaching to that, right? So you have to constantly start building systems. When you are like getting money inside your business, you have a team, now you have to focus on building systems so that you can automate the tasks that you need not to do. Say for example, if you know that it takes like 5-6 weeks to actually train a media buyer, right, hire a media buying coach, right, for all of your new team that you have set up, or maybe an accountability coach, right? So he can actually teach them how to actually how your agency actually works. And obviously that is the hiring part, right? That is the team building part. But what I'm saying, that if you have the process that this is the way I teach my teammates, and then you hire then you build the system about how you actually implement that process, right? And you have SOPs for that. Then you hire a coach for that, like teaching them, and you give that SOP to the coach. He coaches the media buyers or new joinees, right? And now you are free. Your 5 weeks are free, right, to focus on again more revenue generation activities. And that is business, man. That is scaling. you have to go through a step by step process. It is not like you'll be going into a rocket like shh, right? This is not the thing, right? You have to like follow the process. First you work alone, then you get the money flowing in, then you start hiring some people, then you get more money, then you start hiring more people and training them so that you can automate, right? And even after that you train other people to train them, right? So that you can get yourself out of the business and you can focus on the business, not in the business, right? So these are the main points that I wanted to share with you. If you want to quickly see results in your agency, right? Obviously having the first few clients is very difficult and everybody has to go through the phase, right? That can be of 10, 20 like days, or maybe sometimes 1, 2 months. But once you actually start getting the clients, this is the process you should follow. You should focus on core areas of business like the revenue generation activities, the team building activities, and the system building activities. These are the main 3 areas that can give your agency growth real quick, man. So if you have liked this video, give this a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, because I upload these kind of videos throughout the week, right? So Manav side signing off. Bye bye.